Good evening.
Hello. How's it going?
We're beginning the first leg of the Tournament of Champions.
Yep. We have 9 pods of decks so far. We have less than half of the decks that will be in the tournament. But we're going to start anyway. But I'm excited that we have less than half because I really want to open more stuff.
Yeah, I opened a string of bangers last night.
Yeah.
So, man, if Dark Tidings promises even more exciting decks than some of the stuff we've opened up so far, then great.
So if you're not familiar with the Tournament of Champions, I'll go over it real quick. So
it has been 5 months since we've had any kind of Tournament of Champions content at this point. So
the way it works is you read that Reddit post and I shut up. No, I'll go over it real quick. 100 decks from a set enter the Tournament of Champions. There are 3 total rounds to this tournament. The tournament takes about 4 months.
Yeah.
The first round, there are 25 groups of 4 decks each that play round robin. Any deck that goes 2-1 or better, the 2-1 or 3-0, advances to round 2. If you go 1-2 or 0-3, you're eliminated.
Yep.
Okay.
The second round, we do the exact same thing with all the decks that have qualified, and that gets us down to around about 30 decks, which we will put into another bracket with decks that having the best record, obviously getting buys to get a little bit deeper into that bracket. We play those decks against each other, and eventually we come down to the winner.
Of note, in the third round, it is best 2 out of 3 games.
Yeah, best 2 out of 3
for the bracket.
We stop the round robin from the previous couple of rounds, but best 2 out of 3, winner advances, and then finally the winner gets crowned the champion for the set. So, this I mean, obviously we invented this.
We did invent it.
Obviously, we invented this.
Yeah.
But this kind of tournament, I really feel like brings out the best in Keyforge. You get like such a feeling of each set, right? Like now there are decks that like deviate in each set, right? But you have like a pretty good concept of how a set's gonna play. You see 3 houses together in a set, you get a good idea of how they're gonna like interact, like how that deck's gonna feel. This also lets us get to discover a lot of decks that would probably get looked over by an algorithm, or even an experienced player taking a look at a deck list may miss some combos or some something that wouldn't necessarily stand out.
I think Mr. Jackfeed's a good example of that.
Mr. Jackfeed's a good example. Honestly, Andres is a good example.
Andres is a good example of that.
I don't think we have a deck that won the Tournament of Champions that was like the favorite.
No, definitely not. No,
they're
all fun.
Yeah,
things too.
The first 2 tournaments were won by decks that went 4-2.
Yeah,
right. So a deck that went 2-1 in round 1, and then it went 2-1 in round 2. So they were like limping into the finals, right? Just barely squeaking in,
making a run in the bracket.
Yeah, and then just stomping right up the bracket. So
the other thing I really like it is it lets the winning decks start to develop this like personality, and they hit the table and you know immediately what they're bringing, right?
Yeah.
So that it's exciting when you start playing the same decks that you were excited about in the previous rounds, and you can kind of follow your favorite deck throughout.
Yeah, the first round is a lot of exploration.
Yeah, And the bad part about what we're doing now is we don't have like that initial Dark Tidings experience carrying into this tournament. Like we don't have the 50 games of Dark Tidings sealed carrying into this. We only have 18 games.
I do feel like I do feel like the amount that we've played so far gives me a better understanding of Dark Tidings. There's probably still some nuance with like when you want to take the tide.
Yeah, and like ordering of things is going to be
there were like a handful of turns last night where I was like, I could take the tide here. I don't necessarily want to, and then you did something where I was like, man, I really wish I had the tide.
Yeah, to
at least make you pay the chains for it. So
Aya is also a good example of like that type of deck that we really would have overlooked. You're on Speedster.
The Speedster.
Venus is a deck I'm always excited to play. Just the high rolls are so high.
Yeah, and it is fun also. I gotta say, it's fun with this round to really get a feeling for a decks, because you get to see them play out a couple of times. That was kind of like the concept behind doing round robin the first time, because you could have an absolute nightmare of a matchup, right?
And it still can advance.
And you can still advance. So, okay, this is the deck that captures a lot. So as long as it can protect its creatures. All right, degenerates. Here you go.
Gambling time.
Gambling.
Use your 1 to 2 amber that you've earned over
Gambling
the course
is
of the intro.
live. We've talked for enough that you may have a couple of amber points there.
This is the Maverick Old Bruno.
Yeah.
Final analyses.
I will say probably some of the more lopsided matches can happen during the first round, right? Because you find because the converse of finding a great deck is finding an absolutely wretched deck. And being forced to play that deck multiple times is a chore. So,
but round 2 is like a lot cleaner.
Round two the games tighten up, I'd say, and then usually the bracket is
it's sweaty.
Yeah,
it's sweaty time. Everyone has been reset.
Everyone's been reset.
You ended with I think you're 7th or 8th on the top
Yeah.
on the leaderboards. I took a glance before I deleted everything.
A bunch of people donated to you at the last second.
Yeah.
So. All right.
All right, here we go. It begins.
All right, I am first.
Okay.
Okay. I think that hand was borderline, but that I could steal and or capture 7 amber. So I feel like going first, I couldn't generate a board presence also. So I feel like I have to throw that hand back.
Yeah.
I think you need some amount of proactivity in Dark Tidings. It's a lot
absolutely.
like Worlds Collide, where you want some sort of presence on the board. You can't ignore it completely. I feel like some mass mutation decks could absolutely get away with just playing a creature here or there. Especially if it was an auto encoder deck. You just throw the creatures that are useless away. So, all right. I feel like mulliganing when you're first is also sort of free.
Yeah, definitely. Way easier to make that decision.
Okay, I will go first. I will say Logos, I'll play Hide, and it is your turn. I will draw one.
Say Logos, I will play Phila, play Infomorph and draw a card. Play a Bill Jordan, draw a card, and I'll raise the Tide. Play an Eddie, and archive a card. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Widespread Corruption, so after a creature gains amber by raping, creature they do not control captures that amber.
Okay.
I am going to walk the plank and then do 4 damage to Eddie. I'll play One-Eyed Willa. Your turn. Draw.
I'll say Saurian.
Walk the Plank's a very good card.
It is good. I like it a lot. It's pretty versatile. And it actually does the damage. I like it when it's doing the damage, honestly, most of the time.
4 damage is a lot of damage to
Yeah.
go to creatures.
I'm going to put Siren Horn on Infomorph. I will Harpe Venom to exalt those 2. I'm going to play Decadence to exalt ready and use a friendly creature. I'm going to fight the One-Eyed Willa, so this moves to their fight. Which I like that combo. And I'm done.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to reap with Hide. So I will gain Amber, but an enemy creature is going to capture it, and I'll put it on Fila. I draw a card. If I controlled Vellum, I would draw 2, but obviously I don't. Vellum. I am going to play Mind Over Matter to put each creature into its owner's archives. So you'll get that. I am going to play my own Fila. I'll play the Australius Seaborg and draw. I will play Eddie and Archive and draw. And then I will play Infomorph. And it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Okay. I'll say Star Alliance. Play Grand Alliance Council. So I choose a creature of each house, destroy each creature not chosen. I'll choose Infomorph. All the rest.
He has no text.
I'll play Rocketeer Triska. I'm going to play Operative Espion and shield you later as a creature readied because the tide is high. Reap and Reap, which both go to the Infomorph. How's it?
Alright, I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to play Altrist's Rostrum. I'm going to play Censor Philo. I will play Venator Altum. I will play Spoils of Battle. I'll capture on Venator, and then they'll each capture. Now, I could take the tide here to use one of my creatures. But I don't think I want the chains. So to go ahead, I will draw 4.
Okay, I'll say Star Alliance.
I don't really know if this dude has a downside.
No, he's fine.
Huge.
I have no problem with that guy.
Venator's
the 2
huge.
armor goes a long way too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight Infomorph.
Okay.
I will play Kirkar. I'm gonna Reap with these 2 and put that on the Censor, and then I'll fight Censor. And I'll say check with 6.
Alright, I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to put my archives into my hand. I am going to ransack. So I'll steal 1, 2, 3. Just 3.
Jeez. The brutality.
Absolutely brutal. Alright, I am going to play Old Bruno and draw, and then capture the 3. I am going to mug my Venator. Wait, the tide is low. I'd have to exalt it. I'll mug Bruno.
That doesn't do damage because of the armor, right?
After he's dealt damage. I'll still do it to Bruno. Okay. You know what? Just because Bruno is a little bit less permanent. And then I'll play One-Eyed Willa. And it's your turn. I'll say check with 8, and I'll draw 1.
I'll say Logos. I'll pick up the archive.
Get Eddie'd here. Did I kill Eddie? I killed Eddie.
Killed Eddie.
I will just 3. Yeah.
Play Hydra Cataloger. Play Armadrone and draw. Play Mobius Scroll. Play Villa. Play Infomorph and draw. Play Science. Armadrone will fight One-Eyed Willa. Steal 1. I will Theory Conjecture to play the top card. Vespelon Theorist. And I gain 1 for Science. And then discard this Village Warden. Add for free. Your turn.
Okay. I will forge.
I think mugging Bruno is usually a good idea. I do like that play, yeah, most of the time.
Yeah, yeah, right. He's kind of fragile. He's definitely fragile compared to the Venator here. Okay, I am going to say Saurian. I'm gonna Altruist Rostrum to move this to something I'm murdering this turn. The Armadrone is a very tempting target. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I am going to play a Lapisaurus. I'm going to play another Venator. I am going to City State Interest. Still have no idea what that card was reprinted. Where's the last one go? I guess that Venator. I'll play Spoils of Battle, so Armadrone will capture one, and then Venator is going to kill the Armadrone. And it is your turn. I will draw.
I'll say Saurian. Play Paraguardian. Play
You've like not called Saurian this game. So.
Nah. I'll play Magistrix Vita. I'll exalt the Vespelon Theorist and Reap.
Yep.
I'll just put this here, and then I can name a house real top card of my deck. That's if that is it is of that house, archive it and gain one. Otherwise, discard. I'll say the Logos. Okay, so I'll discard the Shield you later. That is fine. I will play
Q Spider Monkey.
Indognatus.
Missed it. I'm too wrapped up in the games.
Sensor Philo. Reach advantage. Gain 1. Draw a card. Capture 3. Onto creature. I'll just bonus 12-power creature. And that's my turn. Ramping up.
I'm torn between taking this banger of a Logos turn or doing something about your board. Okay, I think I say Logos here. I'll play Static Charge on the Infomorph. I will play an Armadrone. I'm going to play Hide and Vellum. I have a Mecha Buoy. But I honestly have no clue what happens if I play that in this situation, right? I think we both end up like taking 3 chains for the rest of the game. Because with the widespread corruption out, the Mecha Buoy is like the best way to generate Amber.
Yeah.
Alright, screw it. Science. I'm going to play the Mecha Buoy. And then I will take 3 chains to raise the tide. I think the number of cards you play in a turn also would determine how often you would want to take the chains, right? In this situation, I played 5 cards.
You archive a card too.
Yeah. And I don't feel nearly as bad about taking the chains here because I still am going to draw 4, right? Okay. That is my turn. I will drop a chain and draw 4.
Okay, so a Star Alliance. Play Exploratory Craft. I'll play Lay of the Land. I will play Technobabble to stun the Saurians there.
The dude looks like an Iskar from EverQuest.
I'll Reap with Vriska. I'll Reap with Shieldulator. Put on Armadrone. I'll fight Armadrone. I'll play Unity or Discord. Return these to my hand. Do I actually use the thing too? Using a thing would be pretty neat. Sorry, it's a difficult decision.
That board got out of hand really quickly.
Yeah, it did.
I don't know if it's that quick. Yeah, it was pretty quick. We've only been playing for about 15 minutes, but the board state's been like...
I'll Reap with Paraguardian.
Okay.
While I do that, I'm gonna Reap with... I could fight something. I'll fight Hyde with Paraguardian.
Okay.
You're not doing that.
Not doing cool Hyde stuff.
Yeah, I don't play a Sensor Chief. Or sorry, Science Officer King Can. I will not take the Tide. I'm done.
Alright, so start of the turn, I get one from the Mecha Buoy. Yeah, Mecha Buoy. Okay. I think it's time to conduct a little bit more science this turn. So I am going to say Logos. And I am going to Reap with Vellum. We'll put that onto the Athos. I will archive card. I am going to Final Analysis. So I will destroy each creature. So Vellum is destroyed, and archive Hyde from my pile, and then if I do, archive Vellum. So I will draw 6.
I'll draw 8.
Okay, so destroy each creature. They go there. I draw 2, and then I'm gonna shuffle and draw 4 more. Actually, so after playing it, obviously I think this deck's weak to board wipes and whatnot, but after playing this deck, I think this Widespread Corruption actually ends up being pretty good because of the mucking up the board.
You just force them to, like, you have to deal with the creatures. You just have to.
Can't ignore me. Widespread Corruption is a pretty good card. It's rare, so I think it's like a Heart of the Forest or a Kixelstone-esque card. Okay, so I draw 6. Where it just, like, changes the way you play. Okay, I will play 2 Australis Seaborgs, and it is your turn.
Forge.
I had an Eddie. This deck had an Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
It's got an Eddie.
Oh,
if I had drawn the Eddie.
I'll say sorry, and I'll play Diplomacy, so each creature has before fight exalt this creature. I will play Old Bruno and capture 3. Play Reach Advantage and draw a card. Then I raise the Tide and archive card. I'll play Magistrix, Paraguardian, Undaganthus, Siren Horn. There, I guess I could put it. I'll humble the Borg, exhaust it, and that is my turn.
Okay, I'll put my archives under the Hound. And I will say Shadows. I am gonna play Freebooter Fae to raise the Tide, and that'll let me archive a card. And then I am gonna play Sea Urchin and steal one. I am gonna play Francis the Economist and One-Eyed Willa. And it is your turn.
I will forge. I think I say Saurian. Archive. I'm gonna take the Tide. Janes. I will Carpe Venom to exalt 2 enemy creatures. I'll exalt these 2. I will Reap with Paraguardian to exalt and ward and archive. Yep. I'll fight Francis. Move that there. Take ward. I'll fight One-Eyed Willa. Vita will fight Freebooter Fae. I'll say check a 6.
I don't have a way to capture. I drew that 6 cards and just whiffed any Amber control.
Dang.
So it kind of like backfired there. I think it was probably the right play, but it just backfired spectacularly. I don't know what your hand looked like, but it felt like you got a lot of Saurians.
So also I didn't get to my final analysis until way later in the game. Gotcha. I was trying to get to those so hard in the early game.
Yeah.
But you got yours off first.
Well, I think mine backfired.
Yeah.
So there's an argument that I shouldn't have played mine. Maybe, I don't know. It's tough to say because the thing was
because you were holding down the board and I was like having to answer all the stuff with Amber on it.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I just had so much Amber on my creatures that I was like, it's gonna be a matter of time for you to just kill them anyway.
I mean, I was 2 more turns until the final analysis I had hit, right?
Yeah.
So,
you killed Hyde, which sucked because I wanted you to actually Reap with the Paraguardian there because the wards you wouldn't draw.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't want to ward my stuff because I was trying to play for my final analysis.
Yeah, I guess that was a. I guess we were both trying to play for final analysis, and it like.
Lost all your Amber, oh no.
How will you recover?
Unfortunate.
I got a feeling I'm going to gamble on final analysis all the time.
I mean, it's like so
lose.
tempting. You're like,
Yeah.
I could just kill my creatures and draw 7 cards. It's fine.
Yeah.
Sounds great. I'm on Evadne.
Okay. I just put it under the.
I don't want to see it near.
Put it under the thing. I'm
But
trying
I
to
like
keep them
that's
together.
where I put my purge
I'm trying to
stuff.
keep them together.
Oh my
That's where you
God.
put your what?
My purged stuff.
Well, yeah, you could just put it under that too.
That's not a sleeve. It feels gross.
It only feels gross because you're gross.
Wow. You believe this?
Oh yeah.
Final analysis is just an insane card. Purging Tide cards over here. It's crazy. What does this deck do? It's got some Mind Bullets. It's got some Unfathomable stuff.
So we don't. What are we missing tonight? We don't have any Untamed.
Sanctum?
We don't have any Sanctum.
Mm.
Those.
What do you got there? A lot of similar
Logos,
decks.
Logos Saurian Unfathomable. So all logos tonight apparently. So I think one of our boxes was like very heavy on logos,
Which is great.
Monte Bank.
I think we have a relative balance of houses. After all 3
Yeah,
cases.
we only have a small sample.
Yeah,
too.
we'll see how it works out once we get to 100. Uh, 12. Okay. I need to record the game. I gotta get used to doing this again. Was it Speedster one? No.
The Vidna.
Lavidna one?
Yeah.
Okay. First, I will keep.
No keeping.
I'll play this Calpy. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Saurian. I'll play Altruist Rostrum. I will play Wipe Clear. I will play Physicus Felix.
We have not done any other DTB other sets aside from the Gauntlet, so we're going to be a lot of DT on DT. But Fight Nights give us the opportunity to break from that a little bit. So if we do get a Fight Night off this Sunday, we need one undercard for that. The main event is Dark Tidings versus Light Tasker, which has already been redeemed.
Hey, Ugluck, what's up?
I will say Logos. I'm going to play an Academy Training on the Calp. A Phase Shift. Hookmaster. Have Calp Reap. Draw a card. And I'm done. Fight your first deck on the secondary market today? Was it a Dark Tidings deck? Or just something that caught your eye?
I am going to say Saurians. I'm going to play Faust. Exalt Faust. I'm going to Altruist Rostrum to move one to Calpy. Physicus Felix is going to fight Calpy. And then I'm going to play High Priest Taurus. I'll draw two. It's your turn.
Play Shadows. Stir up trouble to choose a creature and one of its neighbors. Each chosen creature deals damage equal to its power to the other.
Dead. The card's really.
We put a Ring of Invisibility on Hookmaster.
Oh, gross.
Give it Elusive and Skirmish, which is pretty sweet. I'll play Sea Urchin and just capture. I don't really
want to
pay 3 chains to steal one, so.
Alright, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Eddie. Archive a card. I will. This. I am going to play Phase Shift. Play Reach Advantage and Raise the Tide. I will play Tall Mage for 4. It's your turn. I will draw 5.
Say Unfathomable. I'll play out Portal. Raise the Tide. Play Guiltspine Netcaster. I'm gonna fight the Eddy. Skirmish him down, make you lose 2. I'll discard these 2 Maelstroms, which kind of feels bad, but it is what it is. Oh, look, subscribed, tier 1. Hey. With a gift sub from Stormstrong. Yeah. Thank you, Storm.
We appreciate that.
Your turn.
Okay, I am going to take 3 chains to raise the tide. I am going to reap with High Priest Torvis and Exalt. So, after I resolve my next action card this turn, return it to my hand instead of placing it in my discard pile. So, I am going to play a Consul Primus and a Laposaurus Censor Philo. And I am going to use the Altruist Rostrum to move this to the Guiltspine Netcaster. And I'm going to have Consul Primus swallow whole the Guiltspine Netcaster. So purge the creature with a lower power and give +1/+1 counters equal to the power.
Oh, you have to take the time. Oh, you did, okay.
Yeah. And then this will go back to my hand with Torvis. And then Consul Primus is going to swallow whole the hook.
What'd you take the tide with?
Chains.
Oh, you took chains, okay.
Yeah. And then Consul Primus is going to swallow whole the Hookmaster.
God.
And grow even larger. Torvis is probably better in this set.
He's probably the best in this set.
Because there's some absolutely insane cards to use. Okay.
I really wish I had those Maelstroms.
Draw, go ahead.
I'll say Shadows. Tide's messed up. What the F? Play Gas Pipes Malone. I'll reap with the Urchin. I'll mug the Urchin.
Sorry, kid.
We stole. We got there over the course of a few turns.
Sorry, kid. It's just business.
Nothing personal, kid.
Teleports behind you. Alright, my turn. I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to play Echo Pearl. I'm going to play Photic Raider and capture 2. I am going to play Skyphos and Hookmaster. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 4.
I'll say Logos. Play a Mechabooey. Draw. Play Anomaly Exploiter. Play Information Exchange. Deal 1. Play
Oh, I saw 4 Saurians. I didn't use the 4 Saurians.
You effed up.
I broke my own rule.
This is a tough choice.
Can't believe this. Sorry. I've compromised the integrity of the entire tournament. This is where I make
all mind bullets for 4.
Okay. So Skyphos dies, goes here. Literally nothing else dies.
But then I'm gonna think twice a Maelstrom.
Okay.
Do I take the tide? I don't think so. It's giving you an amber, but I already have 2 chains, so that's it.
So get an amber. Put my archives into my hand, and I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Submersive Principle, so lose half of amber. I will play Novu Archaeologist and Archivist. And I will drop chain and draw 1. Your turn.
Say Unfathomable. I'm gonna bubbles the Archaeologist on top of your deck. I'll exhaust the Archivist. All the void. I will take the chains. Take the tide.
Alright, I am going to say Unfathomable. I'm going to play Skyphos. I'm going to play Abyssal Zealots. I'm going to play Seabringer Kakoa. And I will take the chains to raise the tide, which will archive 2. Sorry, we'll capture 2 onto the Abyssal Zealots. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain.
Okay, well. Say Shadows. Play 2 Francis's. I'm done.
Alright, I get an amber from the Mecha Buoy. I am going to say Unfathomable. I'll play Photic Raider, who's going to capture 2. I will play Hookmaster. I'm going to have Skyphos fight a Francis.
Mecha Buoy changes that a lot.
Yeah, I think
That's like one of
it
the most
varies
egregious
from
cards.
game to game,
Yeah.
right? Like last game, it was kind of like whatever, but the Mecha Buoy here, because both of us have with like Unfathomable on the table, both of us have just like done some silly stuff back and forth.
In Dark Tidings versus Dark Tidings, I think you take chains to raise the tide pretty frequently. Yeah. But against other sets, I don't think older sets very rarely are going to want to take chains. Against Mecha Buoy decks, it's going to be really annoying, but like
I think
you're just putting yourself in a deeper hole.
I think I just reap twice here because that puts me in pseudo threatening range. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 2.
I'll say Unfathomable. I'll return 2 creatures to their owner's hands. I'm gonna get the Seabringer and the Raider. I'm gonna fight the Zealot with bubbles. I'll play a Raider. What do I dislike most about Dark Tidings? That we don't have more of it.
Yeah, that we don't have as much as we normally do.
I gotta take 3 chains. I'm gonna accept that we're gonna be chained all game.
Tide.
Tide. Wait, it was right.
No, was it?
It might have just been wrong earlier.
Okay. All right, I
don't think I changed it when you raised it.
Oh, gotcha. All right, I am going to say Logos. The Archivist is going to Reap. I am going to Final Analysis. I will draw 2.
3.
I'll play Novu Archaeologist and I'll play Tallmage. Tallmage for 3. Final Novu Tallmage. So, and I will say.
You want to raise the Tide?
Giving you a I'll you know what, screw it. I'm gonna have chains for a while, so yeah, I'll raise the Tide.
Okay, I'll say Logos. Play Infomorph. Play Old Egad with a capture icon. Play Tallmage for 3 power counters. Play Tallmage for 4 power counters. Big beefy scientists. I mean, I think I would take those hands here. I could have 7.
Yeah.
7's the number you don't want to go to.
You don't draw your new cards there.
You're at 5. We're going to 7. Alright, so I drop a chain and draw none.
I will say Saurian. I'll play Lapisaurus. Play Consul Primus. I'll play Censor Philo. I'll play High Priest Torvus. I am going to Echo Pearl Old Egad.
Stun, Enrage, and Exhaust it? What does it do?
Stun, Enrage, and Exhaust.
Okay.
Go to 8 chains. Drawing 2. Yeah, I'll do it.
God. Okay.
So I'll drop a chain and draw 2. Yeah. I honestly feel like it's whoever blinks first on the Echo Buoy, because I think it just turns into a cascade at that point. It'd be different if I I think I finally saw new cards after that Maelstrom. Now between the chains and the Maelstrom.
Okay. I'll say Shadows. I'm gonna play Monty Bank and draw a card. And not Exalt him. I'm gonna play for Wallop. Capture icon. That here. I'll do 1 to each creature. Get 1 for each 1 killed this way. Play When I Willa. Play a little Nif. Play all little Nifs. That's it. You do gain the 1. Drop a chain. I'm actually reshuffle. Draw 1.
Okay, I am going to put my archives into my hand, and I'm going to say unfathomable.
That should work. I think the bot is just probably bogged down. Yeah, you did the thing right. But I guess you had to put
It's a bot. It's a bot in the channel.
Yeah. 4 Saurians are on the board again. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying it. I'm sorry. I've got other things to do. I am gonna play Maelstrom.
That is something to do. Okay. Get those. These are the games we have to get used to playing.
Oh yeah.
100-hour games where you draw the same cards over and over again.
Yep.
Everyone has 20 chains.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Frigorific Rod. And then I'm gonna play Seabringer Kakoa, Photic Raider, he's gonna capture 2, and then Skyphos. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 4. This is the most voluntary chains I've put on in a game, I think.
I'll say Unfathomable. I'm going to play Bubbles to put the Seabringer on top of your deck. I will Wrath of Ruin to destroy a flank creature. And then I'll Recusals Chant to exhaust the Skyphos. I'm not raising the tide. Your turn. You can forge and gain 1.
So I'll get 1 and I will forge. I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to play Censor Philo, High Priest Torvus, and Laposaurus. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 3.
Say Logos. I'll play a Hydro Catalog. Forge. Play Hydro Cataloger. Play Old Egad. Capture 1. Play All Mage. 3 counters. I got nothing to anomaly exploit. I'm done.
Okay, so I'll gain 1 from the Mecha Buoy. I am going to say Saurian. I am going to reap with High Priest Torvus. I will exalt High Priest Torvus. I will play Consul Primus. I'm going to Altruist Rostrum this to the Bubbles. Laposaurus is going to reap. And then Censor Philo is going to fight Bubbles and take no damage. I don't even actually have an action. It's just Torvus was used as a way to generate an amber there. So I'll drop a chain and draw 1. And it is your turn. I'll say check with 7.
Two shadows. I'll play a Trickle Down Theory, which will raise the tide. Archive a card. I'll play 1 Hide Willa. I will deploy a little Nif. That's it.
Alright, so I will forge. I don't believe I can let you use One-Eyed Willa during your turn. So I am going to say Saurians. I'm going to reap with Torvis. I'll exalt. I'll reap with Consul Primus. I'll move this to One-Eyed Willa. Take the chains or no? I haven't needed cards to beat you yet. I'll take the chains, raise the tide. Censor Philo is going to fight One-Eyed Willa to kill. She's no longer has elusive. Then I'll reap with Lapisaurus. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and...
You get to archive one.
Oh, yeah.
See. Logos. Play Infomorph, play Steelheart. Fight Censor Philo. Steal one. Freeze the tide. Have a card. Is it? Reap with old Egad? Yeah, I reap with old Egad.
Okay, I will say Saurians. I am going to reap with Torvis.
Archived it.
I will exalt. I'm going to rostrum to move that to Little Nif. Consul Primus will fight Little Nif, and then Lapisaurus will fight Little. And it is your turn. I feel like I take the chains here. I'm not seeing new cards. I'm not convinced I need new cards. I get to archive. Yeah.
Say Shadows. I will mug the Primus. Use trickle down theory to gain one.
I thought it was, for whatever reason, I was thinking it was
Ring Invisibility.
The Untamed card. Ritual of Balance. For whatever reason, I was thinking it was like an Omni Ritual of Balance. But...
Play Kerwallop. Capture, do one to everything.
Okay, so...
This dies, that dies.
Primus dies.
And I gain 2. I take a chance. Archive 1. And it's my turn.
Okay. I am going to say Logos and put my archives into my hand. I am going to play Novu Archaeologist. Play Tall Mage Steelheart. He's going to have 2 counters. I am going to play Mind Bullets. And you've got the tide, right?
Yep.
So Mind Bullet's doing 3. So Skythos is dead. 3, 1, 2, 3. I am going to take the Tide and archive a card. And I will play Eddie and archive a card. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and draw 2. The -3 cards. I'll say check with 6. Keyforge for 8.
That's it. That's out. Yep.
I thought that game was gonna revolve around like who was gonna blink for like because you went through the deck the one time and I was like you didn't have enough like big punishment for.
I just need a way to deal with Saurians.
Yeah,
it was not enough. And the ridiculous swallowful turn was brutal.
Oh yeah, yeah, because I got rid of a lot of like several potentially annoying unfathomable creatures. So yeah, I was on my way. Pardon me, you'll see me at 24 chains. That's like an achievement right there.
Naturally get to 24 chains in a game.
Win a game with
it might happen during the course of this tournament.
Win a game at 24 chains. Alright, so I'm on Evedna.
Yep. Giving 24 chains? No, it does not count. You gotta win while you have 24 chains.
Yeah. I took about as many chains as I could take that game. Pretty close. Pretty close.
Starting board was just too good. Are we gonna play 2 Mecha Buoys this game?
I did see 4 dinosaurs and use 4 dinosaurs several turns in a row.
They were very good dinosaurs. It was pretty rough.
The thing was the armor and the sensor philo and stuff like that, so you couldn't like anomaly exploit.
Yeah, that was the worst part. After I did get damage on him, you maelstromed again.
Yeah.
Five Mecha Buoy final. I don't think Mecha Buoy is going to be good long term in these sets or in these matchups because
decks will be really good at taking the tide. Probably.
Yeah. Mecha Buoy, however, cross set.
The deck I played last night was so good at taking the tide and like, the deck would have been insane versus Maelstrom decks, right?
Yeah. It barely plays creatures.
You rolled a 6. I haven't rolled yet.
I thought you rolled a 4.
Oh, I rolled a 4. Okay.
There's a 4 on the table.
I believe you.
Okay.
I believe you.
Okay. Keep.
I'll keep.
Play shoulder did.
I will make my own One-Eyed Willa. No tide needed. I'll put a ring of invisibility on her. And I will play Francis the Economist. And your turn. I will draw.
Look at this. I'll play a Mecha Buoy.
Mecha Buoy.
So stack charge on Francis.
Oh no.
Play Hyde. Play Eddie. Archive. Your turn.
Start my turn. One eyeball explodes to an unfortunate static charge related incident. Okay, I am going to discard Maelstrom. Yeah, I'll discard Maelstrom. I am going to Bubbles the Eddie. I'm going to Wrath or Ruin to return those two to your hand. Then I'm going to play a Calpy. And it's your turn. I will draw 4. This deck right here, I think it goes like 19-1 versus Worlds Collide decks.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll say Saurian. I'm gonna play Venator. I'll Spoils of Battle to capture that one. I'll discard Save State Interest. Okay,
so start of the turn, Bubbles gets hit in the crossfire. I am going to say Shadows. I guess I just Reap with Francis here. I'll just Reap with Francis here. There's like some argument to fight, but I don't think I really want to give you one. I am going to mug my Francis. Then I am going to Kerwallop. So I'll capture 1 onto Bubbles and do 1 damage to everybody. So I'll get 1 for killing Francis there. Static charge is back. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Cesarian, Archive. Fight. Calp. Play a Lapisaurus, draw. Play Spoils of Battle. Capture, then capture. Okay.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. Play Anomaly Exploiter. I am going to think twice. The I could Wrath or Ruin and bounce both. Doesn't seem. Maelstrom gunks it all up. That's all Wrath or Ruin. So return those to your hand. Like the Maelstrom's pretty good because it's like puts the bubbles back on top, so that's like yet another way to slow you down. But I also take some chains in the process. I will play Infomorph. I'll play Tall Mage Steelheart, and I played 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Logos. Play a Seaborg and a Hide, and I'll file analysis for 2.
Okay, so I will draw 3.
I'll play Eddie and Archive. Your turn.
I will say Unfathomable. I'll play Photic Raider, and I will play Portal. Raise the tide. And I will tell you to go ahead. I legally don't have to say check here.
No, you legally don't have check with Eddie on the table.
That's true.
I'll say, sorry, and I'll play Lapisaurus and draw. I will play Ultras Rostrum, Censor, Philo, Venator, Ultim. That's it.
Okay, so I will get one for the tide. Oh, right. I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Hydro Cataloger. I think that card could backfire. But whatever. I'll play Academy Training. I will reap with the Photic Raider. So gain one, draw one. I am going to play Old Egad. I'll capture onto the Photic Raider. Storm count is 1, 2, 3. Is that correct?
Sure.
Did I play something else? I am going to play Information Exchange and steal one. Form count is 4. I will play Mind Bullets. So that's gonna nuke Old Egad, dump 5 damage into the Photic Raider. Old Egad is gonna ward the Photic Raider. I am going to anomaly exploit the Venator. And I will say check with 10, untap in.
Well, play Shadows, pick up the archive. Going for the Ransack. 1. Still 2. Play Widespread Corruption. Play Mug. Play Shoulder It. I will raise the tide.
He dies. Goodbye, Photic Raider.
I'll archive a card. Your turn.
Alright, so I will forge for 6. I am going to say Shadows. I am going to play Trickle Down Theory to raise the tide. That'll let me archive a card. And then I am going to play Sea Urchin and steal one. I am going to play Gas Pipes Malone, and then I'm going to play Little Nip. And the Omega ends my phase. Ready up. I'll draw 4. And it is your turn.
I'll say the Shadows. I'll pick up the archive. I'll Cement Shoes the Little Niff. And that raises the tide. Archive a card. Play a Sea Urchin. Steal one. I will.
You forged.
That turn?
Yeah, you were at 6, right?
Okay.
I don't have any.
Indeed.
You were at 7.
Then Shoulder It'll Reap. Oh, that goes to something. I guess I can do that first before Little Niff dies. And
Okay, yeah.
That is it. Like, I'm responsible for the element. Nathan's responsible for the card.
I am going to say Unfathomable. I am going to play Hookmaster and Guiltspine Netcaster. And I am going to Wrath or Ruin. I will bounce the Lapisaurus and the Shoulder Head.
The card's insanely good.
And I will take 3 chains to raise the tide. Here I go, raising the tide again. And it is your turn. I will draw 2 and a chain. There's like some incredible removal in this set.
Yeah.
I think this set may have some of the best removal ever printed in the game. I don't think it is like unfair to say that.
Boy. I'll just say Logos. I'll play Phila, Vellum, and Draw. And Infomorph. Or he's dead. Drop chain.
Okay. I am going to say Shadows. I am going to Reap with Sea Urchin. Throw this onto your Sea Urchin. I will play Montebank and draw. I am not going to Exalt. Gas Pipes Malone. Do you have Hide in your discard pile?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure do. Somewhere in there.
Yep. You just took a Logos turn, though. I'm gonna have Gas Pipes Malone fight Vellum. So the creature before fight moves 1 from its own side. Captures 1 from its own side, yeah. So I am gonna stir up some trouble. The Sea Urchin and the Phila are gonna get in a slap fight. And then I am gonna play Francis the Economist. I take the tide. I'll drop a chain, draw 1, shuffle, and draw 1 more.
So Shadows. Play Rebooter Fade, take the tide.
I get to archive. This card that I was supposed to draw would have been archived. So I'm supposed to draw 2. I got there, Moshani, thank you.
Play Shouldered, play Old Bruno, draw. That's it.
Now is the time of Shadows creatures. I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Francis the Economist. I'm gonna give Gas Pipes Malone a ring of invisibility. Gas Pipes is gonna fight Hydromorph.
Infomorph?
Sorry, Infomorph. Sorry, I thought it was a water themed. Francis the Economist will fight. Infomorph will both gain 1. And then I am going to Reap with Monty Bank. Reap with I did these first, so they went on to the Infomorph. And so when I killed it, I got them. Okay. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain. I'll let you keep the tie. I'll drop a chain and draw.
Boom. I'll say shadows. I walk the plank to steal 1. I will Reap and steal 1. I'll Reap. I'll fight. Is it?
Okay, I am going to say Logos. Yeah, I am going to say Logos. I am going to use Trickle Down Theory to gain 1. I am going to put my archives in my hand. Also, that. I'm gonna take 3 to raise the tide. I will archive. I am gonna play a Mecha Buoy of my own.
But now we actually have to gain infinite chains.
I'll draw a card. Okay, I got combos. Now the question is, what is the most degenerate combo that I do? I play Phase Shift. That always happens first. I am going to non-exploit to kill Bruno. Phase Shift is going to play Rakuzel's Chant. So I will exhaust. I could do this before I erase the tide. I want to exhaust. I can exhaust each creature. I'm not using any of my creatures. Yeah, I'll exhaust each creature.
Hookmaster.
What's that?
You have Hookmaster?
This is a Logos
turn.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
This is a Logos turn. Despite the sheer number of unfathomable cards I will be playing this turn, this is a Logos turn. I am going to think twice my Phase Shift so that I can play Call of the Void to exhaust a creature. If it was already exhausted, destroy it, and you lose 1. And then I am going to play Tall Mage Steelheart, who is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to get 7 +1/+1 counters. Okay. I will say check with 11.
Okay, I'll forge.
Drop a chain and draw 2.
So I'll say sorry and pick up the archive. Play Venator, play Lapisaurus, and draw. All hedonistic intent to exalt each flank creature. Play Lapisaurus. Play Spoils of Battle. So I'll capture one onto this, and then capture 3 more. These. I'll Altruist Rostrum. Move this to there. And I'll take the Tide.
Because you're forced to.
Because I gotta.
Because we're all forced to. Alright, so
don't drop a chain.
I will forge. I am going to say shadows.
Archive when taking Tide is because of Hydro Cataloger.
Yeah. Okay, Francis is going to fight Shoulder Id. Both gain 1, and I'll do 3 damage. And then Gas Pipes Maloon will fight Shoulder Id. Finish it off.
You want to do any reaping before you do any of that?
In fact, yes. Both Monty Bank and Sea Urchin are going to reap. So, and then Shoulder Id will die. I am going to mug my Francis. And then I am going to Kerwallop.
I can't stop you, so
Okay.
Don't bother with the tokens. Alright. Another game of Keyforge.
Kerwallop was going to be 4 amber there.
Thing is very upset. The button. I need once we get the new stream deck, I'm gonna make a separate button for each of us, and that'll solve the problem.
Gotcha. As opposed to alternating.
Yeah, because it just freaks out. I don't know why. Might never matter is the bottom card of the deck. So there's that.
It's the unfathomable thing, right?
You didn't get there because
because you're going to take forever to get there.
Yeah. Makari now.
Then yeah.
Yep. 28 amber. Woo! So much amber.
Kared's a commanding lead.
It's insane.
This set, man, going slow.
Yeah, Mecha
I
Booty.
got Mecha Booty. Yeah,
1,000 chains will do that.
Just completely shackled. Binding Irons, it's probably pretty good against Dark Tidings decks.
Yeah, God. Send them way higher than they're expected to be, but they don't have to take the chains as much as the thing. It's non-dark Tidings deck, so if your Binding Irons is effective on them, that means you are also taking chains in the game, and that's probably not what you wanted to do. You just need the hard artifact removal, honestly. To beat decks like this. To beat decks like Mecha Booey Heavy.
Mega Buoy's like gain an amber a turn against other sets, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I think it's Light Tasker that's super good, right?
Right, because it's generating amber. Light Tasker doesn't want to take chains,
right? They can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
you can take it. It doesn't do anything.
No, it'll just sit there. No, the Hydra Cataloger too, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's just stuff that just sits on the table. I guess Hydra Cataloger really only gets used once a game.
But at some point, they have to like start taking chains to stop you from forging keys. So I mean, it'll get value there.
Snakes. It honestly doesn't seem like going first or second matters in this set. It felt like in Worlds Collide, you kind of want to be the person going second because you just play like your 4 creatures or whatever and then keep going. This is a mulligan. It's close, but it's a mulligan.
I'm also mulligan. This is not. Worlds Collide Saurian felt like they wanted to go first normally. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, if you had a Kirby or whatever,
pretty good.
But I mean, Saurian decks want to go second, right? And you want to play.
Oh, Star Alliance, yeah.
You want to play 2 cards. You want to play your ward, your Imperium. You know, you wanted to develop a board that you were going to use multiple times.
It always just depends on the deck, really. There were a lot of good things to play with Star Alliance, though.
But like almost a lot of that Starline stuff is better if you deploy it together too, right? Like you play the Helms and then you play the Ingram and you can ward the Helms. You got like a Molina, you put the Molina down next to the Helms. You know, it's just you got good stuff to do if you are playing them together, so.
Yeah, Swervin.
You're adding an R to that name. It's been driving me crazy.
P.I. Swevin.
It's been driving me crazy all week.
It looks like an R. Now I know.
I am going to say Logos, so I'll play an Armadrone and draw one. I am going to play an Eddie and Archive. Play a Bilge Warden and Raise the Tide. And it's your turn. I will draw.
I'll say Saurian. Play Ultras Rostrum. I will Raise the Tide. Chains. Play Physicus Felix and exalt a creature. Swallow, hold the Eddie. And I'll play a Censor Philip.
Alright, my turn. I am going to say Logos. I am going to Reap with the Bilge Warden and Raise the Tide. I am I'm gonna fight P.I. Swevin. I'm gonna theory or conjecture. I think I archive the top 2 cards. And then I'll play a Vespelon Theorist. Your turn, I'll draw 2.
He's gonna treat. He's very sleepy. Very asleep.
He's once again, he's not received enough treats.
No treat. All right, we've done it. The boy has been treated. Okay. See, Saurian. I'm gonna exalt 2 enemy creatures. I'll get these 2. Fight them. I'll fight there. That and this there. That's it.
Smells like setup. I'm going to mark as in my hand. It's a Star Alliance. I'm going to play Grand Alliance Council. I'll choose Vespelon Theorist and Sensor Philo. I'm going to Techno Babble to stun the Philo. I am I'm going to play Rocketeer Triska. I'm going to play Kirker, and I'll crash Kirker into Philo. Okay, this deck did have a Maelstrom. I'm playing around Maelstrom there by trading. I'll play Kirker, and I'll reap with Kirker. And it's your turn. I will draw 2.
I'll say Unfathomable. Play a Rod. Play a Skyphos and Abyssal Zealot. Your turn.
I am going to say Saurian here. I'll play old Bruno. I'll capture 3. I'll play Sensor Philo. Play Undagnathus. I'll play Magistra Vila. So I may exalt a friendly creature. I'll exalt Vespelon Theorist to read. And my powers are telling me this is a Logos card.
Yes.
Dang.
Discarded.
Okay. I don't actually think I wanted to draw that anyway, right? And it is your turn.
Alright. Say Saurian.
I'll draw 4.
Play Faust. I'll exalt. I will play Lapsaurus. I will play Reach Advantage to raise the tide. I'll use this thing to put this there. I'm done.
Yeah, Abyssal Zealot captured 2, right?
Oh, yeah, raise the tide. Yeah.
Okay, I am going to say Saurians. Playing Humble on Bruno. I pulled off the combo. That's right. I will play a Para Guardian. Since Philo is going to fight the Abyssal Zealot before things get out of hand. I'm going to Reap with Undagnathus. I will Reap with Magistra Vita. Do I want to exhaust one of my creatures? Reap. I think this is an incredible card.
Yes,
if I'm being honest.
It's extremely good.
She's very powerful. I feel like she is the right, like, exalt kind of mechanic. The Vespon Theorist is just so fragile. But I could get so many cards with it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going for it. Science. I'll Reap. And I am going to say Logos. Dang. Alright, it's your turn, I'll draw two.
Okay, so Logos. I will Subversive Principle, make you lose half.
Oh, dang.
Amber. I will play an Eddie, Archive the Archivist.
No.
I will Phase Shift, Council Promise. Your turn.
I've got 5 dinosaurs. I am going to say Saurian. I'm gonna take these chains.
Meatball, outside.
We got dog encounters. Close encounters of the dog kind. Undagnathus is gonna go wallop the Lapisaurus. It gets exalted.
Yeah.
I am going to Reap with Paraguardian.
I love that emote. It's great.
Since Philo is going to fight Faust. Old Bruno's gonna Reap. And Magistrate Vita's gonna fight Eddie. And that's my turn. I will say check with 7. I don't even drop a chain.
Say Unfathomable. I'll Reap. I'll Maelstrom.
But I use the Saurians that if I had played another house there, I would be livid. The stream would be unwatchable right now.
Yeah. I'll play this Raider, capture 2, play Zealot. I'm done.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Infomorph. I'll play Mobius Scroll. I'll play Hydra Cataloger. I will discard the Science. Not much science to be had here. And I'll drop a chain and draw 3.
Torch. Say Logos. Play Novu, Eddie, Archive a card, Mage. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to lay the land. The top 3. Put them back in that order and draw one. I'm going to play Triska. I will play Kirker, who's going to fight Eddie. And I will just slap Shield You Later on to Triska. And I'll drop a chain. I'll say check with 7. And
say Unfathomable. Pick up five. No, I don't. That's not the card I thought. So I'll play Echo Pearl. I will play a Hookmaster and Skiffos. I'll raise the tide. I hadn't changed it from last time.
oh, whoops.
And I'll capture 2. I'll exhaust the Kirkar. Okay. Oh, actually, I have a card.
Yeah.
And then I'll reap with these 2.
Okay, I am going to say Saurians. I am going to play Old Bruno to capture 3. I'll play Paraguardian. I'll play Undead Nathis. I am going to play Censor Philo. I am going to play Magistra Vita. I will exhaust Rocketeer Kiska to reap. I will say check with 6, and it's your turn. Drop chain, draw 5.
Alright, say Logos. Static charge. Use the Archaeologist. To archive Maelstrom. Reap with Steelheart. Play Final Analysis. Six. I do archive the Skiffus.
So draw 8.
That's 5. I'll shuffle and draw 1. Felonal's Face FP. That would be pretty good. I'm sure there's a deck that does that pretty frequently. Yeah, this deck definitely plays slower. Or this the set in general does play slower. Because of games like this, I think it'll speed up.
I think it depends on the deck. I think Unfathomable slows the game way down.
Yeah,
way down.
I'll discard Mind Bullets. I'll play this Binary Moray. Hanging out. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so I will forge.
We'll also be faster about making decisions as we play more. Yeah, it always feels slow in the early rounds, exactly.
I'm gonna say Logos. I'm gonna play Feel of the Researcher. I'll play Vespelon Theorist and draw cards. I'll shuffle and draw. I will Final Analysis to draw 2. Now I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay, let's say Keyforge. Let's say Unfathomable.
I don't know what I was expecting to draw there, but I wasn't really expecting to get to use these creatures because you also put the Maelstrom into your hand. So
A brain drain.
here, you figure it out. I got a pile of stuff in my hand.
I'm gonna grab Reach Advantage. Because this is a draw icon. For the most part, was my thought process. I will play this and this and this and play this.
Okay, I am gonna say Star Alliance. Techno Babble and just stun all of them. I will play Exploratory Craft. I'll play 2 Shield Gelators and a Kincan. And then Unity or Discord. I'll return the Kincan to my hand and play him again. And it is your turn.
Say Saurian. Play white clear. Do 1 to everything and storage upgrade. Play Reach Advantage and capture 3. Big boy. Play High Priest Torvis. Move 1 there. Discard Trojan Sauropod. That's a Hyper Trap. I have a Council Prime, so I'm gonna play this too. Okay. I'm done.
I have like not quite enough synergy. There's like quite a bit of anti-synergy going on here. What do you want? Do not chew on the cords. Please move it too. Please move it to someplace else. Please move the rope. Please move the rope someplace else. Thank you. But not onto the courts. Okay. I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to Carpe Venum, Consul Primus, and the Photic Raider. I am going to play... Oh, first I have to play this Diplomacy because it has Alpha. So I'll play Diplomacy, then Carpe Venum. I will play Magistrate Vita. I'll exalt that to Reap. I am going to put Siren Horn on Shieldulator. And actually, I'll put it on this Shieldulator. And then I'm going to Decadence to Exalt ready and use a friendly creature. So I'm ready this Shieldulator, and it's going to go fight Consul Primus. I'll move that there with the Siren Horn, and then it will die. Okay. It is your turn. I will draw 5. Yes, it's only got 1 shield. You're correct.
It's only got 1 shield?
Yeah. 2 armor, I guess. But
yeah. I'm gonna say Arian. I'll play Physicus Felix and exalt a creature because the tide's high. I'll move 1 there. Fight it. Play a Faust. I'm gonna Echo Pearl the Vita. Exhaust, Stun, and Rage. That's it.
I am going to say Saurian. I'll play Sensor File.
No, Kincan's in the set.
I'll play Old Bruno. I will play Reach Advantage. I'll raise the Tide, which will let me archive 1. Oh, and I draw 1. I guess technically I was supposed to do that first, but it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Okay. I'll say Saurian.
You're probably looking for Old Bruno. Old Bruno is Maverick.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are worse houses for Old Bruno to be Maverick in other than Saurian. That's for sure.
I'll fight Old Bruno. I guess I'll grab the Tide. Then fight Old Bruno and exalt him. I'll rostrum onto Old Bruno. I will fight Bruno.
Okay.
I'll Reap with Torvus.
That's game. I can play Final Analysis, but I don't believe I have any Amber Control and Logos because...
Is Eddie on there?
You purged him, remember?
Yeah. A million
you
years
may
ago.
remember on turn 2
Yeah.
when he got purged?
Yeah, Swallow Hole's a very good card.
Yeah. So.
Oh. Alright.
That game was a grinder. I just kept feeling... I felt like I was like slipping slightly further behind.
It was like the board control.
Well, I just kept falling. I mean, the Maelstrom was...
Yeah.
I
Swirl.
lost so many turns to Maelstrom. Insane.
Our chairs? Chairs are great.
They're awesome.
Very comfy.
I'll just show them to you.
Yeah. Game 5. The Speedster of Bloodborne Forgery. I mean, wait and see what prizes they have to offer once they actually The Vault Tours again,
have
right?
yeah.
Because there might be better stuff to save up for.
So I am on Ikari.
I liked the stuff in the Chinese tournament that took place.
Yeah, they had
this
like
month. It was
personalized displays with your name,
which is very cool.
Which is awesome. Is this deck
5K shards is a lot of shards. You get the table. It's 4,000.
Is this deck 2-0 right now?
Let's see. Maybe.
I think it is.
It's pretty strong. Yeah, Zakari is the only 2. Everything else
Is
Speedster is 0-2. Okay. So bad news, Speedster. Yeah, the table is pretty nice.
Speedster does a lot of capturing, right?
Yes, Speedster is the capture deck, which is probably bad against that deck that likes to destroy the board a lot.
And purge creatures and put them on top. And
yeah.
Ultra Gecko. Ultra Gecko's... We got the gambling back, Ultra Gecko. I noticed it didn't take you long to find the command, so...
The time to buy decks to get lots of shards was Mass Mutation. 10 shards per deck scan was actually insane.
Yeah.
It was like more for buying 8 boxes of it than we got for winning Vault Tours.
Yeah, which is kind of silly.
Yeah.
This deck seems pretty good.
It does seem good. It's just very control-y. Very grindy. 2.
This hand seems like a mulligan. But it's just, this deck is actually really good at dumping the amber that's on its creatures, which seems to be a pretty big deal in this set. The 2 Abyssal Zealot may be one of the best unfathomable cards, and the house is just chock full of really good unfathomable cards.
It's like, answer me before you take the tide, or else the amber's just gone.
Yeah. Well, and does this deck have the... Okay, so this deck does not have the Bilge Warden, because Bilge Warden is actually a combo with it, right? Because you can,
and also there's the Unfathomable event that destroys creatures and
raises the tide.
Yeah, that card is actually stupid.
Yeah, because it destroys 3 creatures, right?
Yeah, it like, destroys 3 creatures.
Destroy 3 creatures, give your opponent the tide.
Yeah, sure, easily.
Sure does feel good to be doing what this channel was designed to do in the first place.
Playing Keyforge.
Talking about the game. So I won the roll, right? Down to 6.
Yep.
Okay. I will say Saurian. I'll play Altruist Rostrum, I'll play Censor Philo, I'll play Faust, and I will exalt the Censor Philo. And it's your turn. I will draw 3.
Play high in the Seaborg. Some nasty deck uses Storm Surge, can't ready with Chant, tap everything, buy 2 turns, Maelstrom, set for bubble house creature back that scares me. Yeah.
I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to put the play Lapisaurus. I'm going to use Rostrum to move that to the Seaborg. Philo will kill the Seaborg, and then Faust will reap. And it's your turn. I'll draw.
Play Shadows. Play Ransack. Steal 1. Play Old Bruno. Draw a card. Play Elderid. One-Eyed Willow. Freebooter Fae. Raise the Tide. Cement Shoes. Do 2 damage to Faust. I'm done.
All right, I am gonna say we'll go play submersive principle to make us both lose one. I am gonna play static charge on hide. I will play mind bullets to do 3 damage to everything. Then I will play the artist. It's your turn. 4.
The shadows. Play widespread. Yeah, I'll reap the shoulder head first. Play widespread corruption. Do I? One-eyed willow. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to play Consul Primus. I'll play High Priest Torvis. I'll play Physicus Felix. Do I want to take the Tide? I don't think it's worth taking the Tide here, so I'll play Physicus Felix. Sensor Philo and Lapisaurus are both going to reap, and we'll just hand that over to the Shoulderhead there. I am going to play the Trojan Sauropod, because...
Give me that.
You know what I am? I'm bold and daring, and I'm going to capture onto the Consul Primus. I use the Altruist Rostrum to move it over to the Shoulderhead. And it is your turn. I will draw 4. And I don't have to say check at the end of my turn.
Why do you have check?
Because it's the start of your turn. I don't have check right now at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Winky face emoji. And then the start of your turn, I go to 6.
Yeah. I'll say Saurian. Play Venator Altum. Play Hedonistic Intent.
Each flank.
Yeah. Play City State Interest. I'm done.
I think I just use these idiot Saurians.
It's 5 dinos.
Yeah. I think it's even worth it to take the Tide here. I'll take the Tide. There's nothing... Yeah, there's nothing going on. Okay, so first things first. I can reap with Torvis, which I'll slam onto One-Eyed Willa. And then I'll exalt Torvis. I will reap with Consul Primus, which I'll put onto One-Eyed Willa. And I'll move one from Physicus Felix to Willa. I will use the Rostrum to move this to Venator Altum. Reap with Lapisaurus. Put an amber onto Sensor Philo is going to fight Venator Altum. So dump 3 damage, and then he took damage, so he gets he exalts. And then Physicus Felix, I think, just reaps. Dump that on Willa. And it's your turn.
Okay.
I don't have to say check again legally.
There you go. I'll say Logos. I'll use Trojan Sauropod.
Okay. So the funny thing is, I don't actually get the play effects from these eddies.
Correct.
But I've got 5 creatures.
Great. All right, I'll reap. Just put it in play. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll reap and draw a card.
So I'll draw as if my draw card step. So I lose a chain here. Draw a 5.
Yep. I'm gonna final analysis.
Okay. 11 creatures. Look at that.
It's gonna solidify my loss here.
Science. Okay, so I draw 11. Oh.
I'll play Aphila and Armadrone.
My opponent reversed Martian generosity to me.
Play.
My opponent gave me like
Seaborg.
12 amber and let me draw 11 cards.
Play. Eddie.
8, 9, 10, 11.
I'm done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Alright, so I forge for 7 here, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Now. Funny story. My hands cannot kill your board. I am going to I mean, it's kind of a lie, but okay, so I'm gonna say Logos. I'm gonna play Binary Moray. I'm gonna phase shift Swallow Whole so that it can swallow Eddie. Gulp. And I will final analysis. I'll play this Tall Mage who played 4. I don't like wiping the board there and letting him like draw 4, right? So Dark Discovery.
You've not gotten a Dark Discovery, but it does look really cool. You haven't had a chance to play the decks you got from last set?
Hopefully that'll open up pretty soon, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think next month really is in-store play is very reasonable again.
Okay, go ahead.
All
Say
right.
check with 8.
Keyforge. Say Zarya. Play Ultras, Rostrum, Venator, Lapisaurus. So I need to play Diplomacy first.
Okay.
Draw a card.
From the Lapisaurus.
Play another Lapisaurus. Play a Spoils of Battle. Capture. Play a Spoils of Battle. Capture. That's it.
Okay. I am going to say I'm going to say Unfathomable. I am going to play Abyssal Zealot. I am going to play a Seabringer Kakoa. I am going to play a Photic Raider who's going to capture 2. I am going to play Photic Raider who's going to capture 2. I am going to play an Abyssal Zealot. I am going to Brain Drain you. This one puts all my creatures into my archives. I am going to play an Echo Pearl and a Frigorific Rod. I'm going to under pressure the Venator. Okay, it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 2.
Okay. Say Saurian. Move Amber to there. Oils of Battle. Capture, 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 capture. Capture, capture. I'll raise the tide. Fight Zealot. Fight the Raider. That one. Actually, I'll fight the Raider with this guy. I'm gonna fight Seabringer. This guy.
Okay, so I raise the tide, which will let the Zealot capture.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to say Unfathomable. Or actually, I like Saurian here. I'm gonna say Saurian. Yeah, say Saurian. I'm gonna rostrum and move one from here to here. I am going to Carpe Venum to exalt here and here. I am going to wipe clear. I guess it does destroy that upgrade, but that's fine. And 1 damage. I am going to play Reach Advantage onto Tall Mage. I'm gonna Echo Pearl, Exhaust, Enrage, and Stun. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain and shuffle and draw.
Okay. Say Shadows. Give the archive. Mug. This dino. I'll walk the plank and steal one. Play Sea Urchin. Capture one. Is it?
Okay, I am going to say Unfathomable. I am going to Frigorific Rod the Altruist Rostrum. I am going to Reap. I'll toss those to there. I will Maelstrom.
It's just a guaranteed game. Because
can't draw any.
I play 4, I draw these, and yeah. Alright. The con supply is in the middle of the table. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought the Amber totals and like mass mutations could get silly, but this set I think shows that it is like just capable of creating silly.
Goodbye, Speedster. 0-3 pile with you.
The unappropriately named Speedster
is not a Speedster.
Like, Akari is like.
It's really good. Our first 3.
Good lord.
Okay, these 1/1s are gonna fight for a spot now.
That's called engineering drama.
Yeah.
Inya? Run. Okay.
This deck's pretty good, I think. Obviously, both these decks' losses were to the 3-0, so.
And they beat
Speedster, so yeah. So is the same.
Quite the first night of games. There's a lot of slow, grindy games. I feel like you can kind of get, because between the previous brain drain, I felt like I had so much information about what you had possible that I felt like all I had to do was load up. I thought I had a Maelstrom in the deck, and it was like at the bottom 2 cards, so I kept like searching for it because I felt like I could engineer a board state where I could just win with Maelstrom.
Yeah. I had the Mind Over Matter, but I couldn't just give you all that Amber.
Yeah.
So
it got to the point where you could never play it, basically. Yeah. So,
but then I kind of needed to play it so that I could maybe get back to Eddie. Maybe. And that wasn't even going to save me, really. No, you purged my Eddie. So I didn't really have any answer.
Swallow whole. What a card.
Yeah, God. It's so stupid.
What a card.
Yeah, exactly. As always, that is the case.
Yep. We have so much data to go on.
We'll see how it shakes out on Wednesday. The deck we played last night, your last deck, is in
the Banker?
The pod Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that deck again.
Yeah,
that's one that like if it got eliminated from the tournament in like round 2 or whatever, it would just be
heartbreak,
lamentations, just absolutely.
I don't see that happening unless it's some really bad matchups. Okay, it's got like Venus level expectations right now.
Yeah, that was fast. Who won that roll?
Low.
I think I rolled a 4. And
I rolled
you
lower
rolled
than
3.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll play Exploratory Craft again. Go ahead.
Play. Play Unfathomable, play Call of the Void, Calpy, and a Hookmaster.
Kidding me with this Calp bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna say Logos. I'm gonna play Bilge Warden. I'm gonna raise the tide. I'm gonna Final Analysis. I'll draw one. I'm gonna play Science, which I wanted to play first, but help stop that. I will play Theory or Conjecture. I get one. I'll just archive the top 2. If I was like bold, I would play the top card. Yeah, and it is your turn. I will draw 3.
Say Logos. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna discard Mecha Buoy. I don't want to play with it, to be honest. I'll play a Talmage Steelheart and get a power counter. I'll put an Academy Training on him. Play a Thunder Talmage Steelheart. Your turn.
Okay. I am going to put my archives into my hand. Say Star Alliance. I'm going to start things off with Lay of the Land. Take all this stuff into my hand. There. I am going to Techno Babble to stun both. That card is incredible.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm gonna play Triska, Kirker, Reap, and actually I think better idea is to play Espeon and Reap, and then Grand Alliance Council, choose Triska and that All Mage Bill. To live, sorry. I don't know the one that's got the attachment on it. Now, I'm killing Espeon here because I don't want you to get advantage from this. I'll play Kirker and Reap. And it's your turn. I will draw 3.
Alright, so Shadows, I will play Monty Bank and draw. Not draw Exalts. I will Sharp Trouble, so they deal damage to each other.
Oh no!
I'll play a Trickle Down Theory.
My combo!
And Raise the Tide.
I had the combo!
I'm gonna Mug to kill the Kirkar. I'll play Little Nif.
Alright, my turn. I am going to say Saurians. I'm going to play Magistra Vita, Sensor Philo, Old Bruno, go capture 2. I'm going to humble the Monty Bank. So I had...
you can play it ready and then, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I will play Reach Advantage. So I'll gain 1, draw, and then reverse the tide. And it is your turn. I will draw 4. So check with 7.
Kirakin's really fun. Just play it.
Kirakin is fun.
Just play it. It's easy. You just play it.
Would recommend.
Going to say Logos. Play Hydro Cataloger. I will play Old Egad and capture 1 on the Monty Bank. I will Raise the Tide. Chains. Archive 1. And a Phase Shift. Sea Urchin and steal 1. I could use Trickle Down, right?
Yeah.
You had 6, yeah.
That was at 7.
Yeah. I'll use Trickle Down. I think twice. Stir Up Trouble on those 2. One stun.
Okay, I am going to say Hydra Cataloger. I'm gonna say Logos play Hydra Cataloger.
Nice.
I'll play Armadrone and draw. I will play Final Analysis. Well, 2. I am gonna play Vespelon Theorist and Eddie. And Eddie's gonna archive a card. And I will raise the tide. I actually want to hang on to the tide. I'll hang on to the tide for now.
Not raise it?
Not raise it, yeah. Hold off on the tide and draw 3. Say check with 7.
Alright, I will use trickle down theory. Oh, I guess I'll say unfathomable.
God, it's gonna be a hideous turn. Here, I can still 10 subs. Yeah, 1 for each tentacle.
Good. Yeah. Use trickle down theory. Play Wrath or Ruins to kill those dudes.
They're dead.
I'll discard Maelstrom. Play Recusals Chant. Play Guiltspine Netcaster. Your turn.
Okay, that turn was not as bad as I was expecting.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll forge for 6. I will say Saurians. I'll play Diplomacy. I'll play Magistra Vita and Undagnathus. And it's your turn. I will 3.
Torch. Say Shadows. The gas pipes Malone. Give him the ring of invisibility he was always destined to have. I'll play Kerwald first.
Okay. You captured Exalt.
Okay, I didn't realize. I'll play Francis. Your turn.
Okay, I am going to say Saurians. I'm going to play Paraguardian. I am going to take 3 chains to raise the tide. She'll let me archive too. Undagnathus is going to kill Guiltspine Netcaster.
The game's been grindy, but enlightening.
Magistra Vita is going to Reap. And I am going to Decadence to Exalt Ready and use the Undagnathus, and he's going to kill Francis the Economist. He had 1. He's got 6 on it. Yeah, he took 5 that turn. He started the turn with 1. Okay. Okay. And I'll drop a chain and draw 1. Go ahead.
Right. Say Unfathomable. Play Portal. I'll raise the tide.
I'll get the archive too.
Have to play Bubbles and put this on top of your deck. That's it.
Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance.
The artifact is Hydro Cataloger. There are 2 of them out. So
I'm going to play Lieutenant Kirker. I'm going to put Shieldulator on Paraguardian. I am going to play Unity or Discord and use a friendly non-Star Alliance creature. So I'm going to Reap with Paraguardian, and I will Exalt Actually, I think I should play it like this. That's better. That'll let me ward both. And I'll use the exploratory craft to draw one. It's too bad I know exactly what it is. So I'll drop a chain and draw 2. And it is your turn.
I'll say shadows. Fight the Magistrix with gas pipes. Make him capture 1. Play One-Eyed Willa. Play a little Nif. Done. Come at me. Come at my elves. Nerd. With your giant dinos. I dare you.
Okay. I am going to put my archives into my hand. And I am going to say Saurian. I'm going to Carpe Venum to load both of them up. I am going to play an Undagnathus. I am going to put a Siren Horn. I'll put it on the Paraguardian. This is that reliably have amber on it. Magistrate Vita will fight One-Eyed Willa, and then Paraguardian will fight. Do that to her before the fight, and I will shuffle and draw 1. I'll say check with 6.
Shadows is looking pretty good, even though I have nothing to play. So I can do this. Yeah, I'll say Shadows. I'll pick up the archive. I will fight the Vita.
You would trickle down first.
Yeah, trickle down first. Fight the Vita. Steal 1. Lolnif. We'll just fly into the Vita. Wolnif, now dead. And I'll play Francis.
Alright, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Science. I'm going to play Mobius Scroll. I'll play Philo the Researcher. I'll play Infomorph and draw a card. I'll play Final Analysis. So I get 1 for the Science. I will draw 4. It may be a mistake to play that there, but it's just too funny. Plus that the stupid gas pipes was actually bothering me.
Yeah, gas pipes with the Ring of Invisibility is my kind of creature.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
So I'll draw. Kirker, if you thought you escaped, I'm going to Final Analysis him away. I'll get 1 for the Science and draw. And I'll play Armadrone and draw. I will play Vespelon Theorist.
You can finally watch. Welcome, Mortis. You are able to actually see cards now.
Is it worth it to take the Tide here to archive 2, which is effectively drawing 2, but I lose 3 cards on? I don't think it is, so I think I'll just draw 1. I'll say check with 7, and it's your turn. You'll forge.
I'll say unfathomable. I think I just return those to your hand. I'll play a Calpy Raider. I use the theory first. Play Hookmaster. I guess I need to play Scald of Void before I play my creatures. It says exhaust a creature. I'll discard Maelstrom. I'm done.
I'm gonna lose to fucking Calpy. I guess I'll say Star Alliance and play Lay of the Land.
Yeah.
I actually had an insane turn lined up, but Calpy here ruins me. My god. I'll play Rocketeer Triska. I'll play Shieldulator as an attachment. And then I'll discard Espeon, Kincan, and Unity of Discord. I was gonna get to use like all of those creatures. I'll draw 3. It's your turn. Say check with 6. What a tilting card Calpy is.
I'll use this trickle down theory. I'm gonna fight the Rocketeer. Oh, she's not dead yet. I have to fight her with the Raider as well because she's got armor. And then I'll reap with Calpy. You lose 2 from the Bookmaster. Your turn.
I will play old Bruno. I will Decadence, and then I'll discard Humble. When it's your turn, I'll draw 3. I could Decadence to like fight the Calpy, but I don't know if that does enough. But a tilting card.
I'll say Unfathomable. I'll fight. No, that doesn't quite work. I'm trying to figure out how I can actually threaten with trickle down theory. I would have to give you a key. 6. No, I couldn't quite do it then either.
He's trying to not give me.
Yeah. I think I am gonna give you the key. I don't really want to unlock. I don't want to kill Calpy for you. So I'm gonna play Logos. Play Anomaly Exploiter, play Information Exchange, play Infomorph, play Steelheart. Discard this mind.
Okay, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Grand Alliance Council. I'll choose Saurian. I'll choose Unfathomable. I'll choose Logos.
Which one's the?
These 2.
Those 2. Okay.
I'm going to use Exploratory Craft to exhaust Bruno and draw 1. Okay, it's Kirker. I'll play Kirker. And I will take the change in this situation. Raise the tide. That'll kill the Photic Raider. And I'll get to archive too. And it is your turn. I'll say check with 6.
Say logos. So I'm gonna use the theory. Put Academy training on Infomorph. Play old EGAD. Capture 1. Reap with Infomorph. Raw. That's it. I guess I can take the time. Yeah, I would definitely take it.
Okay, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play Eddie and Archive. I am going to play Armadrone and Draw. I am going to play Bilge Warden and Raise the Tide. Archive the top 2. I'll play Vespelon Theorist. L3 Conjecture to play my top card. Surely this won't backfire. Carpe Venum, so I'll exalt both of them. Okay, it's your turn. I'll drop a chain and draw 5. I don't know. There's a lot of like Keyforge references I have to have explained to me or have to like discover elsewhere. A lot of them are like literature references.
I'll say Unfathomable. Play a Portal to Raise the Tide. Archived. Lost all creatures, but I'm gonna Maelstrom. And then I'm gonna use Trickle Down.
How much? 11?
Mm-hmm.
Can't get there. I just had to keep Eddie alive somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Okay, I will be absolutely tired. I'm sure you will too of losing games in Maelstrom.
Yeah, I will definitely be tired of that.
It's going to be.
It's just like, oh, I don't have answers, and I can't.
Yeah,
Even if I did have answers, I can't draw
yeah.
my answers. Yeah, it's actually a crazy card.
Yeah.
The deck's good. I think this deck's probably better. To be fair.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what this deck was missing.
Yeah.
There's like not quite enough synergy, and honestly, I lost to that Kelpie because it was Triska. I mean, like you bounced both my guys, and that was a problem because I could have played Espeon and then raised the Tide and used one of them to fight the Kelpie to death. So you had the bounce. Was it after a final analysis? It wasn't even after a final analysis, right?
It's after something because the board was clearer. Maybe you had final analysis. You did on your turn. Yeah. That's why I had a bunch of cards, I think.
It was the turn before, like, because when I first final analysis, I was expecting a way worse turn, and you took like a mediocre turn.
Right.
And I was like,
this
okay.
is the second one.
But yeah, I think you only drew like 3 cards from it or something like that. Like I wasn't expecting like a devastating turn, but yeah, it was after a final analysis. Anyway, so it was. You had the bounce. You stopped the key because you stopped my key
a bunch,
like 8 times.
Which is really dumb with trickle down theory.
Yeah, you stopped the key like 8 times. Because I want to say your whole third key was from trickle down stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually, and because you didn't generate a ton of amber in that game outside of trickle downing and like stealing like the occasional one, and like playing actions. Yeah, because that like we really didn't get to use the creatures on the board, so it was bounce, and the Star Alliance turn that I had set up was Triska and Espeon, the Unity or Discord. So I had like 2 different ways to use people on the board.
Yeah.
So if I had a non-Star Alliance creature live through the turn, I could have killed the Calpy and then taken the dumb turn. But it was answer the board, and then I didn't have the Grand Alliance Council, so I couldn't just kill the not stuff.
Yeah.
I was like a card short because I want to say that turn was going to be like a 6 or 8 plus Amber turn. It was going to be absolutely nuts. It was going to use 5 cards out on my hand, and I was going to play 2 creatures twice. Like, it was going to be nuts. So
yeah, Calpy is probably more impressive than Ember Imp, even though it doesn't seem like it on the surface, right?
But I think it is. It's way worse.
You just restrict your opponent's choices way more.
It's way worse.
It's like
it's
so
so much
whatever
worse.
2 cards you want, but sometimes it's 2 creatures, sometimes it's 2 actions.
It's almost always the removal first, right? So the thing with Ember, so you can't go creature Ganger Chieftain to kill Calpy, right? It's you play your creature and
you
then
basically
you
have to have an action that kills it.
Yeah, you have to have an action.
Like that's it.
You can combine the action with a creature to kill it, but I think there's a lot of stuff. And the big problem is that you can end up in such like deterministic board states, right? Because you can like brain drain your opponent, then play your Calpy.
Mm-hmm.
Or heaven forbid you're like brain drain Maelstrom Calpy.
Then you just walk away from the table.
The game's done, right? Like if it was Magic Online, you hit F6, you go get a drink, you go fire up some long movie like Heaven's Gate or something. That's like an 8-hour experience, and then you walk away and your opponent is just like raging at the table. And you're like, no, you already lost, you're done. So
yep. All right, well, that was our first night.
Yeah,
we learned things. We learned we're gonna hate Maelstrom.
Hey, I said, like, in my first Twitter thread that I made about Unfathomable, I was like, I can see this being one of the most tilting houses to play against.
Absolutely.
You need, like, if you don't have the Logos efficiency, I don't know how you fight through it.
You just can't. You have to have the efficiency to power through.
It's like
the only way to beat it is to just not play creatures and generate with actions while you're destroying the board yourself.
Yeah, and Saurians are just like feel like DOA versus Unfathomable.
Oh yeah. Oh man. They don't have a game. I mean, that's why Speedster crapped his head. Like that deck's probably okay against older sets sometimes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's gonna be really funny to play like the 03 decks from this set versus like other sets. And just see them just like curb stomp stuff.
I mean, because they got all those like Tide power cards, but
yeah.
All right. Well,
yeah.
Let's see what happens
Swallow
Wednesday.
Hole, probably one of the best removals in the game. I would go as far as to say
easily. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I got to use it twice in one turn with Torvis.
It ate so many eddies tonight.
That felt good.
Yeah, the double was actually insane. That's actually I think that's what won the game.
I would go so far as to say there's a new sheriff in town. It's Dark Tidings.
Dark Tidings, yeah, I think so too.
So, I think Dark Tidings decks are the decks to beat at the Archon level.
You heard it here first.
So,
hot spicy takes from Nathan.
Serving them up.
Serving the hot spicy takes.
Serving up the hot spicy takes.
Come back Wednesday, Group B. You can check out all the groups if you type !! standings. So, yeah. Hope y'all had fun.
Yeah.
I did. I know. There's some grindy games, but
there's some like it's one of those where if you know the stuff is coming, the game I lost with the Saurian board, it was like I have to get as much value from this as I can before the Maelstrom comes.
Yeah.
You didn't play the Maelstrom as soon as I thought you were. I thought I was in the clear to keep using them, but it turns out that you playing the Maelstrom lost the game for me at all, ever, period.
Every time.
So, yeah.
Everyone, have a good night. Have a good next day, and then the day after that, and then we'll see you on Wednesday evening for Group B.
There you go.
Goodbye.
Later.